What up, peeps? So I just wanted to comment on something about the MMA, UFC. Frank Mir recently announced that his test B was, or his sample B was actually tested positive, like his first one did. I think everybody kind of figured that was going to happen. But in this industry, in that sport, I'm not shocked that people do that type of stuff. Honestly, I think that, eventually one day what's going to happen is, as long as it's monitored, I think more and more people are going to do it. But personally, my personal feeling is this. I would love for Frank Mir to retire. Frank Mir, ever since when he got KO'd by Shane Carr, when, he won 3 fights in a row, against Crow Cop, Nelson, in Nagara. Rogerio Nagara. And in those fights, when you really think about it, those 3, he fought a Crow Cop that was near the end. He fought a Roy Nelson's never really been a complete contender. He's just a person that'll go out there and put on a show. In the Nog, they're the Nagaras, they do what they do. But I mean, since that Shane Carwin fight, he's gone 5-6. He's been knocked out multiple times. He got knocked out in his last fight, TKO'd in a couple of fights, and he's just never really looked the same. I mean, honestly, I just feel like that Frank Mir is biting off more than he can chew, and now that he's gotten this, and he's likely to be suspended for 2 years, I think it was, I'd just like to see him quit. I'd like to see him retire, and there's no shame in that. Frank Mir was still a guy who is very enjoyable to watch, He had some really good fights in his career, and unfortunately when he got the injury early in his career that basically made him step away for a little bit, I think that affected his career on the whole. I think that really hurt him. I think with the indecisiveness of the heavyweight division is the reason why he didn't retire. Because ultimately in the heavyweight division, you win 2, 3, 4 fights in a row. Usually it's only 2 or 3. You're getting a title shot. Because honestly, the heavyweight division is the greatest division in the world. That sucks. I mean, they all, none of them can beat each other. None of them can be dominant. And yes, I know it's fun to see the title change and this and that. But it also makes you question if the guy should have ever been a champion. But honestly, so like I said, at the end of the day, my biggest thing is that Frank Mir needs to retire. He needs to go out. He needs to, do different things in life or something, before he ends up going in here and he ends up getting hurt and it ends up killing him, and I definitely wouldn't want that to happen. I mean, the thing is that, Frank Mir, like I said, he's considered an icon of the UFC. The guy's been around for a long time. I hope that he continues to stick around the sport. I just hope that he quits fighting forever. Just retire. There's nothing really more for him to prove. It's just time. And the 2-year suspension would make him a lot older. It would make him 2 years older, which, I mean, he's already an older guy anyways. So, like I said, if you think that he should retire, let me know. If not, let me know why. Otherwise, obviously money could be a major factor for him, but I just don't see that being an issue. So that's all for this video. I'll holla at you later. Peace!